The question was, Craig, can you explain proof of weak hands to me in a simple way, the simplest way? And so here goes. Here goes my crazy hair. Here goes me trying to do this, right? So here is proof of weak hands. This is the official proof of weak hands mainnet contract. We're still running a testnet interface, all right, as we work to implement the final coins page. So this page will look nicer at some point with more stats and more information, but right now it's still running as a testnet interface, but it's running on a mainnet, right? So how this works is I put in here 1 ETH, right? So if I were to buy 1 ETH worth of tokens, I would get 371 tokens. I took this number and I put it over here. If I were to sell those tokens that I buy right now, I would get back 0.8 ETH. So that means to buy and sell right now, I would be losing 0.2 ETH. I would be losing 20% of my Ether. This is because there's a tax for buying and a tax for selling. The tax is 10% for a buy and 10% to sell. The 10% is divided up into everyone who holds tokens and paid as dividends, right? So for every trade, every buy, and every sell, there's a 10% tax for anyone who's holding tokens. Therefore, over here it says there's 301 ETH in the contract. Now, and these are how many tokens are related to that ETH. So let's say, for example, someone has 7 ETH that they put in and they want to sell it, right? When they sell it, 10% of that sale will, and I'm holding tokens, will go in as dividends. So I'm going to earn from them selling, right? And if they want to buy back in, I'm going to earn from them buying back in. The way to earn here is to hold tokens and acquire more tokens and hold them and earn dividends. You're earning Ether as dividends. This dividend, this $10 worth of Ether, I can hit this button, withdraw. There goes my wallet. I hit submit, right? I've just withdrew my Ether. This is happening on the blockchain, right? Everything that happens here is code that is on the blockchain. There's no need for any human being to be involved, right? I can reinvest my dividends, right? Which this is what I've been doing. I've been constantly reinvesting, and more so because the price here goes up. So basically, I want to get it cheaper, right? So let's do that right now. I want to reinvest my $10 worth, right? So it says 2 Gwei. I always crank it up to 4, because if it's 2, it's just gonna take forever, right? So right now that is a transaction happening on the Ethereum blockchain right now. And within about 2 minutes, you'll see this disappear, and then it'll appear over here as tokens. And now, because I'm holding more tokens, I'll be earning more dividends. So I have no need for any of this ETH. I could sit here and reinvest this for months, right? Because it's not like I need the Ether, right? As long as this contract is running, I can sit here and reinvest, and it doesn't matter if this goes up or down. Either way it goes. Because it could go down, but as long as I'm holding tokens, I'm earning dividends from that. And so this contract rewards anyone who doesn't have a weak hand, and it's not a problem to have a weak hand. In fact, I'm thinking that just because, all right, there's a level of risk here. What is the level of risk? Is if the contract gets hacked, someone breaks the contract and everyone loses, right? Now, I kind of think that's not going to happen. I don't know, man. I don't know why I think that's not going to happen, because based on my research and what I'm hearing about the developers and the people who have worked on this, I've had a lot of experience with past hacks, past mistakes that's been made, and the people involved, it's like they weren't up to par, but the people involved in this thing, they're up to par in my opinion, right? And I'm confident about it for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm very confident about it. But it could still, that's the only risk here. So I told myself that since when I got into this, I paid 0.0023 for my Ether, and I put about a 1.4 Ether in here. So when this price goes from 21 to 23, maybe even 24, I'll be thinking maybe I should get my Ether out that I put in, but maybe I won't. I could sell some of these tokens get some ETH, and withdraw the Ether that I originally put in. So from that point on, I'm playing with house money. But me, the Ether that I put in here is house money anyway. It's house money. I took it out of something else and put it in here. It's not like I bought Ether on Coinbase or anything like that. You know what I mean? So I don't need to get it out. I can play it until the contract breaks, but I don't think it's gonna break. And if it doesn't break and I continue playing, whoa. I mean, this is Ether we're talking about here. I mean, you know how much Ether is out there? You know how much ETH could end up in this contract? Like a lot, a whole lot. And every buy, I'm earning dividends, right? So, this is a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun, man. And because it's all happening on the blockchain. Now let's go. So I say, if you're, and another thing I like about this is you have to have MetaMask. MetaMask doesn't work on a cell phone. So this is limited to those who are using computers. And I think that's a good thing, and also you start getting familiar with what is this? Oh yeah, with the another thing is, you can transfer your tokens. These tokens here, you can transfer them to someone else. Like I could send someone some of these tokens and they start earning dividends, so that you can give as a gift. You can transfer them to an Ethereum address and just hold them. I don't know why you would do that, but you can. So here's the Ethereum blockchain explorer. And so you'd want to get comfortable with this. You want to get comfortable and see what's going on here. You can see all the transactions that are going into the contract, right? The contract source, if you want to look at the source code for everything that happens. Let's just go real quick to say, let's take one of these functions. Function, buy. So this is the function that buys. It's nothing to talk about. It's there, when you look at code, you don't even want to talk about it. You just want to look at it and read it and say, okay, yeah, I kind of see what's going on here. Of course, if you're an advanced person, if you know the code, then you know what's going on, but me, I'm not an advanced person, but I can look at stuff and say, yeah, this looks interesting, right? So it basically, and also you could learn this code. You could learn Solidity. You could learn how to do this. And there's a path here that it's more than just, I'm going to put my money in and learn. There's more that you can do. You can go to the Discord and get involved. You can start your own Discord, and talk about it. Start your own group of people that you're going to get involved with. There is a referral link, so there's a lot that can get done here. So, I'm just making this, and really, as long as I explain this part about it, the spread, 20% spread between the buy and the sell, and that 20% goes into dividends, it's pretty straightforward, right? Now, every time, another thing about this price is on their website. Let me go to the website and I'll show you. Now, if I go to instruction kit, right, and I go home, I think it explains it on this page, but I never read this page. But if it goes, what is let me find the part where it explains how the price goes up. Okay, here you go. For each token purchased, the price increases by a static amount of this much ETH. For each token sold, the price decreases by the same amount. No logarithmic bullshit to trick you out of your money. Slow, steady coin price changes. I want to say the word brilliant. Man, I want to say that word, but I've said that before. And you know what? It is brilliant, this is brilliant stuff, man. This is amazing stuff, to me, it's really interesting how something so simple can be so effective. Like, this is not complicated, the idea. And usually it's the simplest things, man, that work out the best, yeah. And it's like, you can see where there was trial and error here. And then you reach the point where, like, what do you call that point? The Zen moment, when you say, oh, wait a minute, I think I fucking figured it out, and then they fucking made this shit. Like, yes. That's what it looks like to me.